Do you feel stressed out because there's a brand new AI tool every single day that you need to subscribe to, or even every single week, and it feels like there's always something new that you need to use and that everything else is outdated? This is going to be the best video that you've ever watched, because I'm going to show you an all-in-one AI tool where you can access every tool, every model, all from under one roof, so you don't have to constantly switch to new products and to new tools. And then after I show you that tool, I'm also going to show you 5 crazy use cases that you could use this for today, because AI has gotten really nuts in the last few weeks. Now, that all-in-one AI tool that I'm talking about is going to be ChatLLM by Abacus AI, because as you can see over here, we can access more than 32 different LLMs just by using this tool. You can use GPT 5.1, Claude Sonnet 4.5, you could use GPT 5.1 Thinking, Gemini 3 Pro, Nano Banana Pro, you could use GPT 5. You could basically access every single AI model that exists all from under one roof, which is incredibly powerful. In addition to that though, you could use this tool to make images, to edit images, in order to generate code. You could create PowerPoints, you could do deep research, and if you click on more right here, you could see you could create videos, you could humanize content, you could generate documents, you could scrape URLs, you could do video analysis, you could even have this go through and plan out doing specific tasks for you. In fact, anything that you could do on Grok, on Claude, on Gemini, on ChatGPT, you could do with this tool all from under one roof. In addition to that, they also give you access to DeepAgent over here, which is going to allow you to do so many powerful things like build out chatbots, AI workflows, you could create videos, and so much more. Now, the first use case that I want to highlight here is actually using Nano Banana Pro with ChatLLM. So what we're going to do, we're going to come over here, we're going to click on Nano Banana Pro, we're then going to click on image right here, and we could see that we could choose a model, we could choose how many images we're going to create. If we wanted to edit a video, we could add that in here, but for the sake of this, we're just going to give this a prompt. So we're going to put Ferrari Roma speeding down Pacific Coast Highway, and then we're going to copy this right here. This actually is really cool that it allows us to do this. So modify the input prompt for improve image generation results. What this is actually going to do is automatically enhance your prompt. So this is actually better than just using Nano Banana Pro by itself, because this is automatically going to fix it for you. We could choose an aspect ratio, we could choose a resolution. I'm going to click on 4K, we'll click generate, and then this is going to go off and do this. Now, I did want to compare this to creating an image of ChatGPT, because I see so many people still continuing to use ChatGPT. So if we click on create image right here, we put the same exact prompt. I want to compare the two outputs that you get, because you'll be able to see that what you are going to get here from Nano Banana Pro is 100 times better than what ChatGPT gives you. And as we can see here, this is already done. This Ferrari Roma looks awesome. This looks exactly like Pacific Coast Highway, and this right here is amazing. Now, if we come over to ChatGPT, we can see this is still nowhere near done, and I hit select on both of these at the same time, and as we can see, this just takes an incredibly long period of time, so it's just way more convenient to be able to use this on ChatLLM, especially when you could create images like this, and you could access every other model that ChatGPT has directly from here, so you don't have to sign up for both Google and ChatGPT. You could just have one and be able to access everything. Now, if we come over here, still, this is not done. Okay, and now that it is, look at how messed up this image is. Yes, this does look like it's on Pacific Coast Highway, but this road is like coming from nowhere. This road is coming this way, so it looks all jacked up. And again, if we come over to Nano Banana Pro, this right here looks perfect. But that was just the first use case. The second use case that I wanted to show you is if we come over here, I wanted to show you what the Humanize feature actually looks like. So we're going to open up a new chat right here by clicking on this up here. We're going to click on more, and we're going to click on Humanize. Now, the reason that I want to turn on Humanize is because if you're using Claude, if you're using Grok, if you're using ChatGPT, if you're using Gemini, in order to write things for work, in order to write things for school, guess what? You are going to be found out very easily, because anybody that is checking that could just upload that into an AI detector, and you are going to get caught with everything that you do. But as we can see right here, you could come in here and actually humanize your response with Abacus AI. So you can choose whether it's automatic, for AI detector proof. You could do professional and clever, funny and clever, caring and empathetic, concrete to the point and helpful, or you could do other. And if we come over here, we're just going to choose automatic. And we could give this additional instructions if we wanted to, but otherwise, we're just going to click on apply right here. We're going to see that this humanize is now automatically added. And now we can come over here and change this to any LLM that we want. I'm going to go with GPT-5 and I'm going to say, write a professional email to my professor saying that I am going to be missing class tomorrow. So what this is going to do, this is now going to use GPT 5.1 right here, and this is going to write me this very, very quickly. Now, if we just come over here, and let's say that we just come into ChatGPT, and we do this regularly, what you are going to notice is that this is going to be totally different. And we can see that this looks like it was AI generated, but this right here doesn't look like it's AI generated. It even added in the course name and a bunch of other different things that are really powerful when you're trying to do something like this. And I know that I showed you this with a very simple example of writing an email, but you could get this to do things that are a lot more complex, like writing papers, doing research, or things like that. Now, the next use case that I want to show you with this is actually going to be coming over to DeepAgent, because we come into DeepAgent, you could do several things. Like you could build AI chatbots, you could build AI workflows, you could even have this come in here and do some pretty insane data analysis. Now, before I show you a pretty cool example of how you can actually build out automations using this tool, I wanted to remind you that you could go to the pinned comment below and get started with ChatLLM and DeepAgent today for only $10 a month. This is an absolute no-brainer because it's way cheaper than you subscribing to all these separate tools themselves, and you're not going to believe these next few use cases I'm going to show you. Okay, now for the first automation use case example, I wanted to show you how you could have DeepAgent go to LinkedIn, find the CEOs of all SV tech companies, and then send them a connection request. So you could basically get DeepAgent to run a campaign of you setting up a bunch of different connections with people on LinkedIn. Check this out. You're simply going to tell it exactly what you want to do right here. You're going to click enter. And what this is going to do is go through before it takes any action, and it is going to clarify a few things. The first thing it wants to clarify are what specific types of tech companies are you interested in? Is there a certain size that it should focus on? What message you want to include in the connection request? And then are there any specific CEOs or companies that in particular you want to connect with? And then what you're going to do is simply answer that, and this is going to go through. It is going to spin up its own browser. And as we can see right here, it is then going to sign in to your LinkedIn once you actually give it permission to do that. And now we can see how many tabs this has open, and that this is going through with all these different CEOs, and it's requesting a connection with them. And then we can see right here the results. So this goes through and says that it successfully processed 12 out of 30 Silicon Valley tech CEOs with 40% of the target list, and it discovered a very clear pattern. It goes through, it says that we've already connected with 9 of them. 2 of the profiles weren't found. One of them was going to be the wrong person, and then this went through and this actually connected with 12 different people. In addition to that, this went through and actually performed a network analysis in order to see all the different things that could potentially be found from connecting with all these people. And then guess what we could do next? We could have this now go through and send another message to everybody that we've already connected with. Or you could have this go through and reach out to people, maybe to pitch them something. The opportunities here are endless, and this isn't only for LinkedIn, because you could do the same exact thing for X. You could have it take actions like this across any website, because this is spinning up its own browser, logging into your account somewhere that's completely secure, and then taking actions on your behalf. But I don't want you to think that this is only for automations, because this can also code things out for you or build AI agents for you. And in order to show that off to you, I needed to let you know how important it is that you know about Claude 4.5 Opus, because if you want to do anything with coding, you want to do anything with agents, this is the best model. And lucky for you, ChatLLM is actually going to give you access to this. If we come over here and we type in Claude, we could see that you have access to Claude Opus 4.5 here. In fact, DeepAgent is going to be powered by that. So that example that I just showed you with that automation, that's made possible by Claude Opus 4. But in addition to that, we could get Claude to code us something if we needed something. For example, let's say that you were somebody that loved movies and you loved shows and you wanted to build a website for movie and OTT fans that aggregates the latest announcements, release dates, and trailers from credible sources. Guess what? You can now get this to do this, and this will even update its feed every single day without you having to do anything at 12 a.m. So per usual, this is going to go through, this is going to ask you a few questions like the geographic focus for the website, different content types, different OTT platforms. Should it be for Netflix? Should it be for Disney Plus? Should it be for HBO Max? Where you actually want the trailer sources to come from, and the time range that you're going to want to look for when it comes to upcoming shows. Then after you answer all these questions right here, this is going to go through and this is actually going to build out this website. And again, this is going to be able to automatically correct itself. So this goes through and we could see that this just built out this website right here that is now going to give you access to all this. So we could see right here that you could come in, you could sign in, so you could have it be behind a paywall if you wanted to, and that this is going to refresh all the time. So now we could come over here, we could sign in and we could see all the different movies, all the different trailers. We could comment on it, we can rate it, and guess what? This right here was entirely built with AI, simply using DeepAgent, and it's also updated every single day using AI. So there is no human involvement after you go through and you build out this movie buff website, and you could use this to do anything that you want. Typically, I always try to do things with marketing, with content, with business. So I wanted this example here to be a little bit more fun and a little bit more something that is entertainment or hobbyist, but you could have this do anything. You could have it track the stock market. You could have it track deals in your industry. The opportunities here are endless. And not only will it code out websites for you like this, but it'll also automatically refresh them on any schedule that you want. Now at this point, I've showed you how you could get ChatLLM and DeepAgent to access every single LLM, access every single image model. You could get it to humanize things, you could get it to build presentations, you could get it to build PowerPoints, you could get it to build websites, and even websites that automatically populate themselves. And the last thing that I want to show you how to do is how to actually create videos with this. So if we come over here, we click on video generation, you could see right here that you could choose from every single video model that exists. Now, personally, I think VO 3.1 is the best right now, but you could also use Sora 2 if you wanted to. So we're going to click on VO 3.1 right here. We could see that we could prompt it. If there's a start frame that we wanted to use, we would be able to add that here. We could also have this automatically modify the input prompt for improved video generation results. Again, this is basically going to be that enhanced prompt feature, which I would strongly suggest you use, because to be completely honest with you, most of the time, we just don't prompt things the right way when we try to create something. In addition to that, we could choose between standard mode or fast mode. For the sake of this, I'm going to choose fast mode, and then I'm going to come over here and put a prompt in here. Okay, now to really show off to you the power of this, we're going to put in this prompt right here, which is going to make a fast-paced cinematic showcase reel demonstrating the full capabilities of VO 3.1, and we could see that this is a pretty long prompt right here that is pretty in-depth, that goes through natural lighting, it goes through slowing things down, it goes through showing perfect motion physics, and so much more. So all we have to do is click on generate, and then this is going to go through, and this is actually going to create this video. And again, we could see that I put in a pretty in-depth prompt here. Okay, so now we could go through, we could watch this video that was actually created. And as we could see with DeepAgent, we could actually enhance this video if we wanted to. We could have it go through and add music to it, or we could generate longer videos, which you wouldn't be able to do if you were just using VO 3.1. So I'm going to make this full screen, and let's check this out, because this is pretty insane that this was built with AI. Watch this. Now that is like the perfect ad for showing off VO 3.1, because it showed you so many different things: movement, scene changes, transitions, physics, sounds, and how great the text was at actually coming up and even adding effects and stuff like that to it. This would have cost like tens of thousands of dollars in order to make this before VO 3.1, but now it does it incredibly easily. Now, if you enjoyed this video, I would strongly suggest you check out this video right here that walks you through all the changes to Gemini 3 Pro that you probably missed. If you use Google's products, by the way, you could access all this with Abacus AI also. I would check this video out right here. I'll see you over there.